baby. Welcome, glad to be back with you guys in the building. So we're going. It's been a while, so but we're gonna get right into it, guys. So I figure I'd come back because I see a lot of day traders struggling right now. As far as like day trading in the markets. So I'm here to let you guys. I'm gonna be going live during day trading live during the hours so you guys can see that you know you can get to it. You can make money with all this turmoil in the market, up and down and all around. But that's a day trader's dream. All right, so what we'll do here is we'll start with like a recap. I mean, I'm sorry, overview of the. Hold on, it's saying. Let me change something here. I'm a little rusty here with this live stream, and it's telling me to change the bit rate and all this other stuff. So let's get that. Let's get that worked out. Okay, it's going up. There it is. It says 23.5. Okay, let's do it. 23.500. Let's go. Guys, this all new to me. I'm getting used to these. My arena is trade. Okay, let's see. Yeah, something going crazy with this. Hold on. Give me a minute. 23.5 is saying it's. Let's see. It said 23. Bear with me 1 minute, people. I'm just getting back on this here. Let me see. Okay, let's do it. So, yeah, man, I'm back, man, in the building. I figure I'll come back and show you guys, man, how to do this day trading thing. So, um, I'm gonna be like during this week. I'm trying to figure out the days. That's gonna be the days that I'm gonna be recording live. But it's gonna be at least 2 days a week. At least 2 days a week. I'm gonna go live, and I trade options for those, and I buy options. I sell them too, but I wanna I wanna speak to those who are mainly those who are newer to the game, who mainly buy options. Buy calls, buy puts, whatever. We know selling them, you can do all of that, and you have all kind of strategies for that. But I don't think many people cater to. I don't think many people cater to that crowd, to our crowd. So I'm gonna be I'm gonna go all in. But anyway, I'm gonna just do a little quick. I'm just coming back, say hey, tell everybody hey, I'm back. I'm back, man. You guys know if you look through my channel, man, I've been doing this 15 years, 14 years. So you got one of the best in the game. So let's talk about it though. So this week we got a lot of earnings. It's been a lot going on overall in the economy, as you know. So I want to kind of dive in. I'm not really going to go too deep into that, but we're going to dive into the charts. That's what we do. And we do the markets, man. You got Forex, you got futures, you got crypto, you got, all of those things. But we do the big deal, man. So let's get right into it. Oh, yeah. Also, I got a Discord I just made. So if you guys are interested in joining that, so the traders can get together, and I'm gonna have some exclusive things in there where no, you're not gonna see the stuff anywhere else. This is something only a 14-year trader can gonna have in there. So that's gonna help you start profiting too. All right. So let's get into the chart. So this week we got some earnings, man. We already had some big earnings last week, whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna start it off because one of the first ones is Palantir. That's one of the first babies to come about. All right, that's Monday, November 3rd. So check it out. So you know, Palantir is on the rise, man. You know, I actually, to those close to me, I called it out. I called it out way back in like February, around the beginning of February, the end of March, around this area here, around this 83 area. And as you can see, it's been nothing but up since that. Nothing but up since that. All right, but let's talk about it. So they got earnings. From a technical standpoint, we got all-time highs here. We got all-time highs. So what you're gonna look for on the chart? If I have to, I'm gonna go ahead and just get right into it. From a technical standpoint, this is the area you're looking at. All right. So it could really go to the moon. There's no limit on how high it can go. It can go to the next. One thing about it, there's some psychological levels, right? That people look at. 210, 220, 230, and so on and so on. So that if before you know the future, I'm gonna go ahead and just mark areas that will have some form of resistance, and you need to be aware of that, right? I'm just gonna mark the closest, but when earnings come out, there's no levels, or any type of news catalyst comes out, there is no levels that'll hold price. Just know that price action does what price action does, and no level can hold it when there's a catalyst in the market, right? So check it out. So right now we got all-time highs. So what you'll be looking for is a potential pullback into this 190 area, right? You want to look into this 190 area, right? If it does decide to come down, this is going to be a pivotal point for where you would enter the trade or go short, right? If it comes and it bounces, then you'll take an entry from the 190 and take it to the next high. If it continues up, I'm gonna actually give you. I'm gonna give you some game in this video. I'm gonna give you some real game, guys. So check this out. A lot of stocks making new all-time highs, right? And a lot of people don't know what to do in those scenarios, right? Well, I got something for you. I got something to show you. Hold on one second. I'm gonna show you right now. In fact, you have to know about extensions. This is gonna help you, and I'm putting you on some real game here. Real game. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. So step one, what you want to do? You're gonna go from the last real swing low to real swing high before this big move started. So there you go. You're gonna do this, and boom, here you go. You actually get a chance to go into the future. A lot of people don't know about this. I may save this screen, I may not. But this, if you're here, if you come in, you get to see some real game right here, right now. I'm showing you something. I'm showing you a glimpse into the future. These days haven't come yet, but these levels are highly respected, highly respected. So, in order how you play this is you play it from level to level, right? And I could show you the levels, but we'll get into all that later. So that's that. And the next one we're gonna go to is hood. Okay, so hood is another one. It got earnings. It's coming up. It's gonna be Wednesday. This is coming up, but I like hood. It's been profitable. It's a profitable company. Revenue is growing, and it's at a pretty valuable price at this moment. Okay, and if you look, it's a healthy up move with a 21% pullback, recent pullback of 21%. Um, that's actually pretty good. And so, what we'll be looking at here is again, we focus on these key levels, the 160 area, 170, 180, and so on. If when you're talking about when you're dealing with things that have no future canvas to look left upon, to look back and analyze, you go off of psychological levels. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. Nobody does. Nobody knows what these stocks are going to do, right? So, but what we have here, you do have, I want you to note something here. You do have this supply zone that has been tested. So it's something to keep an eye on. I would basically be looking for a move above this, a hold above the supply zone here. If it gets over this 155, 154, 155 area and holds, it's going to be a nice long entry, right? Nice long entry. So that's that, guys. But I'm just kind of like I'm just kind of getting my feet back wet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even. I mean, I can go on and on about all these stuff, and then I can break it down into the lower time frames and all that good stuff, higher time frames, lower time frames, and so on and so forth. But I just really want to come back and say hi, guys. Let you guys know. I just miss you guys and miss all of you. And I'm back and I'm here to help you become a profitable trader. You know, I know a lot of you guys need help with that. A lot of you guys and girls need help with it, and I'm here for that. So let's look at one or two more, and then I'm out of here. So we got Qualcomm. That's another one's earnings coming up. I'll tell you about this too. This is very telling here, right? But it's not an all time high. You know that's why you always have to zoom out and really see what's going on. But there's psychological there is some reasoning behind that. Um, what I would be looking for, which you pretty much already got it, is a bounce and a hold over these key levels right here. As you can see, price came up, price came up, price came up to it. There's heavy resistance here. You saw it, heavy resistance. So I would need to see it get above this 180, 182, 183 area and hold, but it has to hold, and then you'll look for a move up to the next structure level around 195 area. So you'll get a nice $10+ move on this if you follow the rules and are patient with it. Okay, because if you see, it has been down here. You're getting higher lows, higher highs. So it's definitely in a bullish comeback mode. It's clawing back. All right, so yeah, guys, that's that. So I just want to get my feet back wet in this there and show you guys what's going on, man. I'll and then it's a couple things here I'm seeing, but let's just look at one or two more charts here. Okay, you got Uber. Uber has been on a tear. I remember watching this back down here in the 60s, back around this area. I remember I said this thing has a lot of room to run. Their CEO over there is good at. He's good with cutting costs, and rising revenue, rising profit margin. So whenever you have that combination, where you know how to where you're good at cutting the fat and rising revenue, this is what you get. All right, but this is Uber. This is gonna they report Tuesday. They report Tuesday. So this 100 level is obviously a big psychological level. You can clearly see where it attempted to get over it multiple times and it failed, right? So for you to take this move serious, this 100 move, which is gonna, let's be honest, it's gonna break over that sucker, man. Let's really look at what's going on here. You got higher lows, right? So it's building into it, you know. It's building liquidity. It's dropping down, gathering some liquidity here. And now who knows, the earnings. This is the area I would be looking at. This trend line area. If I'm gonna be doing a put, if I'm gonna be putting it, it's gotta go and close under here. And I would expect it to be getting down near this 200 from here. And if it's gonna shoot up, you're gonna get over that 100 to the next psychological level, 105. So either or, you're good to go, right? All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and like end it here as far as analysis. But I'm gonna go deep with you guys. Um, if you see the relative volume has been climbing, it's doing about its average. It's near its 100% mark. So that's about its 50 period average. Okay, as you can see back here, it definitely doubled so you can almost expect that. Same here, you can expect double the volume. Just look at history. And so once the volume increases, that means more activity, market participation, and therefore that usually gives it the power to move one way or the other. But we've seen so far, okay, if you look here, it caught a lot of bears by surprise, unless you scalped it, right? It pushed down as if it was gonna go down, right? And then it turned around. And ever since that, it's been holding at 89 and going up, and actually made that a support, right? And started going up from there. So interesting earnings this week. You got McDonald's, you got Shopify, Spotify. You got a bunch of them, and so CEG, Monster. You got a lot of stuff going on. DoorDash this week on Wednesday. So fun week if you're a day trader. Fun week. I just want to check in with you guys though. I'll be back during the week a little later. I kind of was just giving this thing a run. Good to see you guys. Good to be back. Good to I know it's been a minute. It's probably been like what, a year. No, I made a video earlier in the year though, to help you guys. But if you go through the channel, guys, you'll see a lot of helpful information for you that'll help you in your trading. You just have to apply it. And then it's two things I would say. You got number one, stick with one core set of strategies or core character person. Because jumping around is hard to, you won't get anything down packed. Stick with one person. Basically, just be consistent. And two, you actually got to do them. You actually got to apply the knowledge that you're learning. So, you can look at videos all day, but until you actually back test what you're seeing and what I'm teaching you, it does you no good unless you do that. Now, if you do that, you're gonna see the results. You're gonna reap the harvest of it. All right, guys, take care. Until next time, catch you on the next one.